Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To throw, it's Underwood. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a... decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got the quick pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Underwood. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. At the 30. Past the 10. And he has taken. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Haynes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Marsh. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Finds his man. It's Morgan. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the...
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
Touchdown, Wolverine! Ball that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Morgan.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick completion on the out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's now 3rd down.
And the Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about...
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Morgan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great.
Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Morgan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. To the air, it's Underwood. The short hands, it's Haynes. He's loose. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense in an empty set. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the inside. It's a seam wide open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football, I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down, same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Wolverines! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
I love running backs that have a no.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like this.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt. And it's his 4th interception of the night. A return there would have just been... They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.